What's up guys, it's ZeElitegamer, and I hope the outside doesn't get picked up by my Odyssey. So, we got another gameplay commentary for you. It's 46 and 2 on Hanoi, and whoa, I just said 46 and 2. This is my best gameplay I've ever gotten on Black Ops. And yeah, basically the best game. I almost beat it a few days ago. I went 40 and 2. And the game before that, the 40 and 2 game, my friend went 40 and 5, and he's like, whoa, beat that, ZeElitegamer. Next game, Summit, Domination, go 40 and 2. I'm like, take notes. Okay, so before I get to what I'm going to be talking about, I just want to thank Stealth Killer TV or Stealth Killer MW, whatever you want to be called by. Just want to thank you for recording this and uploading it on a different channel so I can download it as an MP4 thing. I mean, I don't know where the hell you get the time and the energy to do it. I mean, I'm effing lazy as hell. I wouldn't even do that. Be like, fuck that. And so the topics we're going to be talking today is, well, firstly we're going to be talking about the Razer controller. Now recently I got this, and wow, it was pure kill horn this. I mean the RTXD, I use the spy plane now. Wow. Do I get a kill? Do I get a kill?
Securing Alpha.
Do I? Oh, I do, okay. So Razer controller, I got it recently, and this is basically my review on it. And so what I like, what I don't like, and yeah, then we're gonna go off by talking about Battlefield 3 and Modern Warfare 3. Now, I'm not gonna be comparing the games. I'm gonna be saying what I like, what I've seen so. From what I've seen so far, I'm gonna say what I like, what I don't like, and what I want from the games that I haven't seen or heard. So let's first talk about the Razer controller. So the pros about this controller is that it's got new remappable buttons, and these remappable buttons are new bumpers. Oh, and PS, the Razer controller is an Xbox controller. There's no PS3 controller. It's also a PC. You can also use it as a PC controller, but whatever. So it's got a new remappable button for PS3 fans. That's a new L1 and R1 button. So that new remappable, these new remappable buttons can be used to be any button that you want. So if you're playing like something like Call of Duty, you'll want this to be one of them to be like, sorry about that, but you'll want one to be probably the jump button, and the other to be say the knife button. So now you can panic knife, jump, do that ninja thing. I don't know what it's called. I think it's the ninja jump, where you know there's an enemy on the other side, and then you jump, go into prone, and do that to trick them. And yeah, but yet the weird thing is you have to get really used to it. Even though I set those remappable buttons to jump and knife, I still tend to use the A B buttons. Cause like I got a better button that's just there. Yeah, I don't use it. I use the they still use the A and B button. So another thing that I like about it's got adjustable analog sticks, and what I mean about the analog sticks being adjustable is that you can adjust the resistance on them, so you can make them either tight or loose by just turning this dial that is under the analog stick. And so say this is what I'm thinking. If you're playing with like a really quad, whoa, my friend got a quad. I didn't see that in the game. Whoa. Okay, so as I was saying, so if you play on a really low sensitivity like 1 and 2, you want the analog sticks to be really loose. Yeah, and same thing goes with higher, like 9 and 10. You'll want them to be really tight, and what this does is it gives you more precision aiming. Yet even though I play it with a 2 sensitivity, I tend to customize my analog stick. So in a circumstance it's kind of what I said, but in another circumstance it's kind of preference. I mean, I did mine with preference. I just turned the dials until I played with something that I really liked, and so yeah. And it's the analog sticks are more raised, like they're not raised as in a control freak controller, but they're more raised than the usual Xbox controller. And so yeah, so now going on to the cons, the things I don't like. Now there technically isn't anything that I don't like. The thing that I'm gonna say is something that you just have to get used to, but it was just really annoying at first, is that they changed the position of the select and start button. So it's basically really annoying, because like, you know how you always check where you always press the select button, you always check the leaderboards after you die. You're like, oh, let me see where I am on the leaderboards, claim or fail. And so I always check where I am on the leaderboards, how much kills, how much deaths I have, and I always check it. But like, when you know how the select and start button are always between the Xbox icon on the Xbox controller? Well, they're not there anymore, they're in a different position, and I'm like, what the hell? There's no button there, the select button's gone, and I'm like, I always have to look in the controller and press the button. So it gets annoying, but I mean, it's something to get used to, as I said. Plus the new way mappable controller, so just go into a game of combat training, and yeah, hopefully you'll get used to them. And so here are other things that about the controller, but I didn't really see them too much as pros, nor did I see them as cons. So the XYBA button are less raised, they're more flattened down, and I don't know whether you want to see that as a pro or con. I see them as neither. And the D-pad, now on the original Xbox controller, the D-pad is one button with 4 other buttons hidden under it. Well, now the D-pad on the Razer Onza controller are actual 4 separate buttons, almost like a PS3 D-pad. So I didn't see him as pro con. Some people might see him as a pro. I didn't really care. I mean, yeah, I didn't really care. So let's go on with talking about Battlefield 3. Now, I'm gonna be talking about what I've heard and what I've seen from people's videos on YouTube and people who have played the alpha beta. I know, and I've also seen some alpha beta gameplay, on YouTube, and so I checked that out, and yeah, here is my kind of review on it. So things I like, obviously the new improved Frostbite 2 engine, it looks pretty goddamn awesome. I mean, it's more fresh, so to speak. I don't know how to put it in that kind of circumstance. It looks more fresh. It looks better than Battlefield Bad Company 2. But I'm not saying that Battlefield Bad Company 2's graphics or engine was bad. I'm just saying it's more fluent, it's more smooth. And so yeah. And what I heard from people who played the alpha beta is that it's more fast-paced. Now, one guy actually, I heard this guy's commentary, and one guy took it to a whole new level, and he said that it almost felt as if he was playing Call of Duty 4. I was like, whoa, this game is just one step from becoming a Call of Duty game. All they need now is small maps. And as you can know, and you're probably like, what? Call of Duty makes humongous maps. Okay, well, if you see the maps that Battlefield Bad Company 2 has, you'll be surprised. And yeah, it's just one step from becoming a Call of Duty gameplay. But I kind of like it now that they raised the damage onto guns, because from what I heard, the reason that they do that is because now when you're in situations where it's just one of you and you meet up with two enemies, now you have a better chance of surviving that. Because Bad Company 2, whenever you were in a situation where it was just you and two other enemies face to face, the chances of you surviving and killing those two enemies were slim, unless one guy out of the two had horrible aiming and was just making mistakes by the second. And so, yeah, I'm gonna be continuing this on another video. This has been ZeElitegamer. Hope to see you on part 2.